Good morning, those of you who are here. I'm just getting everything set up, so bear with me. Good. Those of you, a couple of you who are here right now, I'd love to know who you are. So tell me who's here in the little chat box on this side over here. Type in your name and tell me where you're from. Especially if I haven't met you before, I would love to meet you before we get started with practice. Jordan in Berkeley. Awesome. Good morning, Jordan. Yeah, you've been to this class before. I recognize your name there. Wine tasting music. That sounds nice right now. Wine tasting and music. We will be doing some binds in class today. So something that might be helpful is a strap or a little towel to be able to bring your hands together in a bind. Oh, and Renee, yay! Oh, it's Morgan. Hi, and Morgan, yay! In San Pablo. Oh, awesome! Yay! Yay, Morgan. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm really excited about the advanced class pack through the Maze method. I think it's gonna be really awesome. Well, I mean, I've seen all of it, but I hope that you enjoy. And if you have any questions, please reach out and ask, and I will be happy to chat and to clarify. All right, Al. So we have a few more minutes. If I haven't heard from you, I would love to know who is here, and also tell me where you're from. So as I mentioned a moment ago, a few more of you have joined. We're going to be working some binds today in our practice. So something that might be, good morning, Kelly. Something that might be really helpful is a strap or a little towel. If binds are tricky, bring your hands all the way together. You can have a strap or a towel to help to bridge that gap. We'll be working bird of paradise poses in practice. Good to see you too, Kelly. If I haven't heard from you, I would love to hear from you. We'll get started in about 3 more minutes. So if you would like, there's a little chat box right over here. Type in your name and tell me where you're from. You can even share your favorite thing that happened this week. We're almost to the weekend. However, what is the weekend anymore? Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Well, I guess that's assuming that it is morning where you are. It's morning where I am. Busy with work this week. Okay, yeah, hiking Lafayette Hills. That definitely is some good work. That's a good workout. And getting outside is really nice. So important right now. So important. And it's wonderful to have you here. Per usual, I always wait a couple minutes before, after the official start time to get rolling with practice. So know that we are going to be hanging out like this for a couple more minutes. So if you would like to say hello, there's a chat box right over here. Type in your name and tell me where you're from, and maybe tell me something interesting about this last week. Something fun that happened, a new discovery, a new TV series or movie that you've watched, anything. Also, I will mention, because we are on the countdown now, I will mention that props that might be helpful. I always think that a couple blocks, if you tend to use them in practice, those can be really helpful. But we're going to be working binds today. We'll be working Bird of Paradise and Twisted Bird of Paradise. So if you have a yoga strap or a small towel, might help with the binds. You can kind of bridge the gap with the strap. And if you don't have it, no worries. You'll do what you can and call it good. So we'll get started in just a moment. Oh, hey, Raquel. Awesome. Yep. You're very welcome. Thank you for showing up. I also want to announce on Moraga. You held firefly pose this week. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, you should come to the 9 a.m. class because we're going to be working on that pose, strangely. I also want to make one really quick announcement, and I'll also announce at the end, but some of you may need to leave before we're done. I have a new online practice series through the Maze method, and it's 11 classes, and it's working on intermediate and advanced poses and how to work up toward them safely. It's really awesome. I'm really proud of it, and it's available for purchase now. If you do want some info about that, you can either email me at NicholeChase@gmail.com, and I'm putting it in the little chat box. Or you can sign up for my email list at NicholeChaseYoga.com. I will add you to the email list, and I'll be sending out periodical emails about programs like this and about classes and workshops and stuff. Okay, it is time. Let's get started. So I'm going to go to my mat. You go to yours. Take a quick sip of water. And then come to the top of your mat. Bring your feet and legs all the way together. Stand tall in Tadasana. We'll start with a few rounds of Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale deeply. Exhale, empty out completely. And inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same pace. Inhale. And exhale. And this time on your inhale, lift your arms up over your head, reach up, Urdhva Namaskarasan. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana, and simply fold over your legs again. On your inhale, stand all the way up, join your palms and reach up. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides and stand tall. Now full Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, lift your arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back and lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Then inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands. Bring your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot. Lift your hips up and back slightly, and then tuck your right arm underneath your right leg. You can stay right here, or come into a half bind, wrap your right arm underneath your thigh, bend your elbow, and place the back of your right palm to your outer right hip. Stay here, or strengthen your legs, reach your left arm behind your back, and clasp your hands together. Couple more breaths here on this side. One more breath. Okay, you've got it. Bring your left hand down to the floor, unwind your right arm, place your right palm outer edge of your right foot, and simply step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot all the way up between your hands. Place your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot. Lift your hips up and back slightly. And tuck your left arm underneath your left leg. And you may stay right here. Or wrap your left arm underneath your thigh, bend your elbow, and place the back of your left hand to your outer left hip. Stay here, or strengthen your legs, wrap your right arm behind your back, and clasp your hands together. Keep on looking down toward the floor. And take a couple more steady breaths. All right, and calmly lower your right hand down. Unwind your left arm, place your left palm outer edge of your left foot, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Last inhale here. On your exhale, bend your knees and walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides, stand tall, Tadasana. And with your feet and legs all the way together, place your hands on your hips, bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg and lengthen through your spine. Lift your right foot up, clasp your ankle, and place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner left thigh. Join your palms together at the center of your chest. Draw from your left foot all the way up into your hips. And draw from your hips all the way up through the crown of your head. And then stretch your arms up over your head. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Stay steady and strong. For one more breath, inhale. On your exhale, bring your palms down to the center of your chest. Lower your right leg down and lower both arms down by your sides. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee, turn your left leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your right leg and lengthen through your spine. Lift your left foot up. Clasp your left ankle. Place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh. Join your palms together at the center of your chest. And draw from your right foot into your hips. Draw from your hips all the way up to the crown of your head. And stretch your arms up over your head. And stay steady, strong. Take one more inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your palms down to the center of your chest. Lower your left leg down and lower both arms down by your sides. Okay, and inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, reach down toward the floor. Inhale, lift your chest and arms up, Utkatasana. Hug your inner thighs in. Shift a little bit more weight back into your heels and sit a tiny bit deeper. That's it. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Reach, 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 reach. And sit a little bit deeper. Nice. Inhale, stretch up, reach up. And sit a little bit deeper still. Last time, inhale, reach up. Bring your belly down to your thighs. Stretch your arms forward. Clap your hands together. Interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, and sit as deep as possible. Reaching forward and sit deep. Last inhale. Either use your hands or not to sit all the way down on the floor. Then lean back. Bring your shins parallel to the floor and stretch your arms parallel to your shins. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down halfway. Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. And exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Now keep your big toes together, widen your knees apart, draw your arms inside your inner thighs, hug your knees back, stretch your palms forward. Bakasana Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, Bakasana, Navasana. And from here, clasp your big toes and bring your legs out into a V. They don't have to get all the way straight. We're just starting to work a little stretch here. And bring the inner edges of your feet back together and come into Navasana. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, Bakasana, Navasana. Clasp your big toes and stretch your legs out into a V just as much as you can. They don't have to get straight. More important to hold on to balance. Bring the inner edges of your feet back together and come into Navasana. Maybe finish it off by straightening your legs and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your shins, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, hug your right knee to your right armpit, curling in forward. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to right nostril. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to upper left arm, come across your body. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. One more time, right knee to right armpit. Inhale here. And exhale, stay. Inhale, swoop your right leg through and up. Exhale, place your right foot up between your hands and come into warrior 2. Spin your left heel in and down and turn open to your left. Ground down through both feet. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, reverse warrior. Tip your torso over your left leg. Stretch from your right hip all the way up through your right hand. Inhale, come back up through warrior 2. Exhale, side angle pose. But place your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot. Place it down to the floor. Stretch your left arm straight up. Now we're going to pause here for a couple more breaths. You may stay here or wrap your arms underneath your right thigh, coming into bound side angle pose. So one of those two variations. Take one more breath here. And then release the bind if you have it, and everyone come up into warrior 2. Straighten your right leg, come into triangle pose. Tip your torso to your right, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, hand down to a block. Strengthen your legs, lift up through the fronts of your thighs and even look up. And look down toward your right foot, bend your right knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your right foot all the way up into your right hip. Stretch your left heel back and the crown of your head forward. Maybe even venture to draw your gaze up. That's it. Last inhale. On your exhale, place your left fingertips down onto the floor. Square your hips toward the floor and come into standing split. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, walk your hands back by the sides of your right foot and fold your face in toward your shin. And walk your hands back forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. And if and only if that sounds like a fun idea to you right now, this early. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. So begin to make your way there if you haven't already. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, hug your left knee to your left armpit, curl in. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to left nostril. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to upper right arm. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. And left knee to left armpit. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, swoop your left leg through and up. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands. And come up into warrior 2. Turn open to your right. Ground down through both feet firmly. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Tip your torso over your right leg and stretch from your left hip all the way out through your left hand. Inhale, come back up through warrior 2. Exhale, side angle pose. Place your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot on the floor and stretch your right arm up. Now, you might stay right here or wrap your arms underneath your left thigh, clasp your hands together. Also use a strap or a towel to bind your hands together here too. All right. If you took the bind, slowly release it. Everyone come back up into warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Come into triangle pose. Tip your torso to your left, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, or hand down to a block. Keep on engaging the muscles of your legs. Draw up the fronts of your thighs from your kneecaps to your hips. Look down toward your left foot. Bend your left knee. Come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your left foot all the way up into your left hip. Stretch your right heel back and the crown of your head forward. Maybe even venture to draw your gaze up. Then slowly draw your right fingertips down to the floor. Square your hips toward the floor. And come into standing split. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, walk your hands back. Fold your face in toward your shin. Stretch your right heel higher. One more breath here. And walk your hands back forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand. There we are. It's an invitation, not an obligation. Especially this early in the morning. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Begin to make your way there. If you haven't already, and inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees and walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees, come up, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand, pull your arms all the way down by your sides. Again, with your feet and legs all the way together, place your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee, lift your right thigh up until it's parallel to the floor. Reach your right arm inside your right thigh, clasp your right big toe, and then lift your torso upright again. Keep your torso upright as you stretch your right leg forward. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. And keep your left leg strong as you draw your right arm, right leg out to your right, hugging in and up through your outer left hip. One more breath here. And then draw your right arm and right leg back forward. Then even try to keep your right leg up. Slowly release the clasp on your right big toe. Point your right foot and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot all the way down. Okay, second side, bend your left knee. Bring your left thigh up until it's parallel to the floor. Stretch your left arm inside your left thigh and clasp your left big toe. Lift your torso upright. Then start to stretch your left leg forward. Just as much as you can. And then draw your left arm and left leg out to your left. Keep hugging in and up through your outer right hip and stay steady. Draw your left arm and left leg back forward. And as you slowly release the clasp on your toe, keep your leg up. Point your left foot, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left foot all the way back down. And if your feet came apart, bring them all the way back together to touch. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, reach down toward the floor. Inhale, lift your chest and arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach up, stretch up a little bit higher. A couple more times, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach up a little higher. Nice, nice. Last time, sit a little deeper. Inhale, reach up a little higher. Then bring your belly down to your thighs, stretch your arms forward, clap your hands together. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger. Sit as deep as possible. Last inhale. Neither use your hands or not. Just sit all the way down. Lean back, bring your shins parallel to the floor, and stretch your arms parallel to your shins. Now this time around, right away, keep your big toes together, widen your knees apart, draw your arms inside your inner thighs, hug your knees back. Bakasana, Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, Bakasana, Navasana. Clasp your big toes, stretch your legs into a V. And see if after doing the standing pose, you can stretch your legs a little straighter. Bring the inner edges of your feet back together. Navasana. Exhale, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, Navasana. Exhale, Bakasana, Navasana. And clasp your big toes and stretch your legs into a V. Okay, and bring the inner edges of your feet back together and come into Navasana. Now, from here, slowly sit up into Dandasana. Oh, yeah. Okay, now keep your left leg forward. Lift your right leg up. Interlace your fingers on the sole of your right foot. And draw your right knee toward your right armpit, bringing your thigh to the outer edge of the right side of your torso. Keep the clasp with your left hand. Loop your right arm underneath. Take your right hand to your calf muscles. And try to work your right leg up over your right shoulder as high as possible. Now, straighten your right arm. Bring your fingertips to the floor, or even lean a little bit more to bring your palm flat on the floor. Bring your left hand up around your toes into the outer edge of your right foot, and then perhaps even start to kick out at a diagonal with your right heel, right? It's a variation of Surya Yantrasana, sundial pose. And if you find that clasping the foot is really impeding your ability to straighten the arm, you can try, it's like bending, keep a bend in your right arm, release the clasp with the top hand, and then try to stretch. Yeah, okay. And then bring your right leg forward, lift your left leg up, interlace your fingers on the sole of your left foot. And bring your left side to the left side, outer edge of the left side of your torso. Loop your left arm underneath your left leg. Bring your left hand to your calf muscles and work your left leg up really high. Straighten your left arm, bring your fingertips to the floor, or even flatten your palm on the floor. Bring your right hand up around your toes to the outer edge of your foot, and then perhaps start to kick out at a diagonal. Right? Now, the top shoulder might impede your ability to stretch the leg straight. So try this first. If it's not quite working, you can bend your left knee again, bend your left elbow to keep your leg up. Place your right hand on your hip and then see if you can straighten your left leg a little more. Okay. And then bend your left knee, stretch your left leg forward, cross your shins, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, hug your right knee to your right armpit, curling in forward. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to right nostril. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. Exhale, right knee to upper left arm, come across your body. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way back up. And right knee to right armpit. Inhale here. And exhale, stay. Good. Inhale, swoop your right leg through and up. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands and come up into warrior two again. Ground down through both feet firmly. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. And exhale, side angle pose. Bring your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot. Stretch your left arm up. And you can stay here or come into a bind. Bound Parsva Konasana. And at this point, I recommend doing the bind. We're going to be working toward bird of paradise. So this is going to be important. All right. Now, straighten your right leg just as much as you can. Trikonasana. Don't force your leg straight. Okay, just get as straight as you can without feeling any pulling or pinching. And bend your right knee again. Look down toward your right foot. Hop your left foot to the top of your mat. Point all 10 toes to the front edge of your mat. And keeping the bind with your arms, lean onto your left foot, bend your left knee. Press down away from the floor to lift your torso up. Resist the floor, and then straighten your leg. Bring your torso upright. And find your balance with your right knee bent. And simply straighten your right leg as much as you can. Just get it as straight as you can. The leg position is very similar to what we just did in sundial pose. And slowly bend your right knee and lower your right foot all the way back down. And step back into side angle pose. If you still have the bind, bound side angle pose. Turn up and come up into warrior two. Exhale, bring both hands down, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, hug your left knee to your left armpit. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to left nostril. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. Exhale, left knee to upper right arm. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up. And left knee to left armpit. Inhale, stay. And exhale, stay. Good. Inhale, swoop your left leg through and up. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two again. And exhale, side angle pose. Bring your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot. Stretch your right arm up. Okay, now you can stay here, but we are working toward bird of paradise, so if you can, it's like with a strap or it's like whatever is needed to bind your hands together, come into a bind. And then bound triangle pose. Start to straighten your left leg. Don't force it straight, just as straight as it'll go. And bend your left knee. Look down toward your left foot. Hop your right foot to the front of your mat. Turn all 10 toes to the front edge of your mat. Then lean onto your right foot. Bend your right knee deeper. Press down away from the floor with your right foot. Just start to lift your torso up. Take it slow. Bring your torso upright and find your balance with your left knee bent. And once you feel steady, start to straighten your left leg just as much as you can. Again, the leg does not have to get all the way straight. And slowly bend your left knee. Calmly guide your left foot all the way back down. If you still have the bind, keep it to step your right foot back into bound Parsva Konasana. Turn your chest up. Release the bind, come up warrior two. Exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend your knees and walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides and stand tall. All right, last piece here. Place your hands on your hips. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me here. Bend your right knee. Lift your right thigh up until it's parallel to the floor. And start by placing your left hand to your outer right thigh. You can stay here, or if it feels accessible, clasp the outer edge of your right foot and stretch your right leg forward. And stretch your right arm back. Okay. If you feel steady where you are, you can start to draw your gaze out toward the side wall or even back toward your right hand. And slowly draw your gaze back forward. And maybe even try to keep your right leg up here. Release the clasp, keep it up for a moment, and then lower your right foot down. Okay, fantastic. Second side. Bend your left knee. Bring your left thigh up until it's parallel to the floor. Start by placing your right hand on your outer left thigh. And you can stay right here, or reach down and clasp the outer edge of your left foot and stretch your left leg forward. And stretch your right arm, your left arm back. And then if you feel steady there, you can start to draw your gaze out toward the side wall or even back toward your right hand. And slowly draw your gaze back forward. And for a moment, try to keep your left leg up. Release the clasp. Oh yeah. Okay, and then lower your left foot down. Lower both arms down by your sides. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands and come up into crescent lunge this time. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. Twist your chest to your right. Forward bend to hook your left arm outer edge of your right thigh. And stage one, you can keep your palms together here. Stage two, try to work your left arm down further on your outer right thigh and split your arms apart. Reach your left hand down, your right hand up. Stage three, you might come into a bind, wrapping your arms underneath you. Your hands will clasp kind of around your low belly. You may simply work the twisted lunging position where you are, or if you have the bind, step your left foot forward and bring your left foot up to your right. Lean onto your left foot, press down into the floor and lift your torso upright for twisted version of Bird of Paradise. Then slowly straighten your right leg. If you're up, and slowly bend your right knee and guide your right foot back down. And if you have the bind, maybe even step back into bound lunging position. Release the bind, place your hands down onto the floor. Step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot up between your hands and come up into crescent lunge. Bring your palms down to the center of your chest. Twist your chest to your left. Forward bend to hook your right arm outer edge of your left thigh. And stay here. Try to work your arm down further. Split your arms apart. Reach your right hand down and your left hand up. There we are. You can stay there or start to work the bind underneath your left thigh. If you do have the bind and want to take this further, hop your right foot forward. Bring it all the way up beside your left foot. Lean onto your right foot. Press down away from the floor. Bring your torso upright. And then work your left leg straighter. Twisted bird of paradise. Bend your left knee. Guide your left foot back down. And then maybe even step your right foot back. And unwind the twist where you are. Step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And take one more inhale here. On your exhale, bend your knees, walk or hop forward and through to sit down. And lie down. Place your feet hip width distance apart on the floor. We'll do a couple back bends. Either bridge pose or full wheel pose. Peel your buttocks off the floor, your low back, your middle back, your upper back. And either interlace your fingers underneath your back or place your palms and come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana with control. And take a couple breaths. Keep on hugging your inner thighs in. Press down through the inner edges of your feet. Breathe evenly. Last inhale. And on your exhale, make your way all the way down with control. Rest here for a moment. Okay, one more, either bridge pose or full wheel pose. Either keep your arms by your sides or place your palms underneath your shoulders. Peel your buttocks off the floor, your low back, middle back, upper back. And either stay there or come the rest of the way up to Urdhva Dhanurasana. A few more breaths. Keep your legs strong. And lifting your pelvis high. And keep a slight tone in your buttocks. One more inhale. And slowly make your way down with control. Bring the soles of your feet together. Widen your knees apart. Rest in Supta Baddha Konasana for just a moment. And bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Stretch your arms out to your sides in a T. Lift your legs up so your shins are parallel to the floor. And then draw your legs down to your right. Twist your chest to your left. Look over your left arm. Couple breaths here. Inhale, come back to center. And draw your legs down to your left. Twist your chest to your right. Look over your right arm. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, come back up to center. Draw your thighs into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug. And then slowly release the clasp. Stretch your legs out fully. Stretch your arms out fully. Range your body in a comfortable position for at least a couple breaths. Sink down in. And if you do have more time to either take Shavasana or meditate, please do. If you do need to be done for now, this is where we'll end. Sit up. Thank you so much for the gift of your company. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. It's always so much fun. It's fun to see how much we can get in just a half hour. It's like surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, you can get quite a bit done. If you do want some more practice, you only have to wait 25 more minutes. You can join again for our round 2 practice. It's a little bit, a tiny bit more advanced. It's really continuous, so it'll be a good, this class preps you well for that one. So I would love to see you again at 9 Pacific time. If not, have a wonderful day. Also, again, if you want more info about the online class series that I just launched yesterday with the main company that I've been working for, it's my mentors, my main teacher and mentors company, the Maze Method. It's a really, really awesome class series. I would love to give you guys some information about that. It's 11 classes working on intermediate and advanced poses. It's like I designed it myself, so it's like I definitely will kind of stand by the quality of it. And it's only $108. It's less than $10 per class, and you have the classes forever. So email me if you have questions. Would love to have you there. All right, announcements done. Hope to see you again very soon, and enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and healthy. Sending lots of love to you. Bye for now.